What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Reboot Russ Garage. Today we're going to be working on the Beetle. I got this car, getting it ready for my buddy's daughter. She wanted a yellow Beetle. That's her first car. So here we have it. I bought it wrecked, had a lot of damage in the whole front end here. It looks like they hit something maybe sideways or something hit them sideways. I did a bunch of repairs here on the rocker already. It was dented in here, dented in there. And then a little damage here on the fender, on the bumper, and a couple other small places. And then finish up this fender here. That's the front fender. It's really hard to find good body parts for this car, or any body parts for a new Beetle. Hard. This is a 2013 model. They're expensive, hard to find, and kind of just gotta take what you can get. So that fender had some damage, no biggie, fix it up. But yeah, that's the goal. So there's that. Got to do a little bit of repairing here. This bumper was painted once before, and they didn't do a great job on it. Down here, they didn't remove the tail light or whatever, the reflector, to paint it. So we got a bunch of chipping here. Got to take off that reflector and redo it. This will get cleaned and actually painted so it doesn't peel. Same thing over here. I'm not gonna remove the bumper. I think they have it like glued in here. Can't remove it. Stuff like this is just unnecessary. You could easily pop these lights out. Why even bother taping it? That's ridiculous. This looks like it had a giant run, and they did a very poor job at sanding it and buffing it. That took all of 3 minutes. There's no way you're taping that faster than 3 minutes, especially not properly. Volkswagen definitely overcomplicates some things, but as far as these taillights go, you got a cover here, a little twisty T here, don't even need any tools. There she goes, already loose. The twisty T. And boom, one connector. I'm gonna hit this with some 400 on my DA and see what we come out with. It might not look like it on camera, but it is pretty not good. We'll see. There for sure. It's already way better. I could see the low spots from where they just misted it with clear. And then I could also see the runs where they tried taking them off. That's crazy. Kind of hard to get a run and a dry spot. I hit this spot here, just nice and flat, and that showed all the different areas. Got some 240. Put all my pressure right there along the line just to get a good blend. And then after we do the primer and it gets nice and dry, I'll sand it again, smooth. Coming out real nice. So I've had this project on the back burner for quite some time, and I just got to get it done. His daughter's going to get her permit soon to start driving. So we got to get this thing back on the road. Got a whole lot done off camera. Got this fender sanded. Should be good with some nice high build primer, and then we'll sand it again. Got the bumpers nice and sanded. Went ahead and did all the edges as well with the red Scotch Brite. Over here, we're pretty much ready as well for high build primer. Looking real good. Got all those edges feathered. All the edges here, got them hit. That's ready for paint. These parts here, and on the corner, and up here, we're doing primer today. And a little bit up here just so we can get a better grab. I don't like that. Got everything taped off, got everything wiped down, and we're gonna start mixing primer. This is System 20 4:1:1 high build primer from U-Pole. I've never used it. The guy at the paint store said that it was good and that you could even use this as a sealer if you reduce it enough. I'm down to try that. Seems like it'll save time, maybe save some money. Sounds good to me. It's gonna do 4 parts. Cool. Okay, I guess we're doing 5. Cool. Here, good. That's the hardener. And then I'm gonna do a little more reducer than the 1, just because I don't need such a high build primer. I want it more medium build. And then on the bumper, it's gonna be more just sealing versus actual primer. Take one of these sticks, mix it up, put it in the gun, and we're ready to shoot. It's really important that your breather is free. If you notice you're spraying and your breather or your gun starts to just splatter, it's probably because this is clogged and it can't gravity feed easily. So if you're mixing the paint inside accidentally by going upside down and whatnot, you might clog this up. So if you notice it starts to spit, check that. I like to spray primer around 25 PSI with this 1.7 tip. Seems to work well. Everything's already wiped down, clean. Okay. Pretty good. Boom. I'm not pressing the trigger all the way. Just going in light. Right there. So I got a few runs there on the fenders. I gotta be careful, this thing's actually pretty thin. So I'll do some light coats. Rather than one heavy coat, I'll just do a few light coats. Got a run right here. That looks okay. And I do have runs right here. I did way too thick there. I got runs, no big deal. This is just the primer. It's gonna get sanded anyway. So wherever there is runs, I'll just sand it smooth, no biggie. But I'm really happy. I mean, this thing's gonna come out nice. Check it out. So I still gotta do blocking for sure. Got a run here. Looks good right there. Blended really nicely. So that just needs a good little 320 or 400 grit. And then in the other areas where it's really blended, just go in with the red Scotch-Brite. Same shirt, different day. Back again, we're gonna do some sanding. And then there's some places that I definitely have to put some body filler and re-seal, re-prime, and then do some more sanding. It's just part of the process. I'm not very good at getting body lines yet. I'm sure with practice I'll get there. Here, I'm not happy with that body line at all. So we're gonna make that look better today. And then this body line is no good. Looks like I gotta come out here just a bit to follow here. Maybe like a 1/16 of an inch or something. I did a whole bunch more sanding than I thought I was gonna do. Went ahead and pretty much went over everything with a 320. This stuff sands really nicely, and I was able to see a bunch of high and low spots, especially here on the old repair of the rear bumper. Here's that. Everything that's yellow is a high spot compared to the gray. I got a little bit here, I got way smoother. I gotta fill this just a tiny bit. This is really nice and smooth. It's just gonna take another coat of the primer. And I'm gonna connect this all the way in because I don't like how it's building. And again, I can't remove the bumper completely for some reason. Something is in here. Maybe they screwed it in, glued it in, I don't know. I've tried bending it, so definitely nothing here is breaking. That's good, or cracking. So I'm just gonna install it. I don't want the clear coat to build here, and when I go to fully install it, have it mess up the clear coat once everything's painted. I don't mind redoing primer. I hate redoing clear coat or paint. That sucks. Down here, all I did was sand it, and I could see more where it is that I need to fill on this to get that body line nice and where it's supposed to be. And here as well, I could see a lot better where I have to fill it. The front is excellent. I went ahead and sanded that. There's a couple high and low spots, no biggie. It probably would have been fine as is, but now it'll be even better. Here on the fender, a bunch of high and low spots again. No big deal. A couple coats of the primer and then some sanding. And then over here, I went ahead and sanded the entire bumper. Looks really good. I'm very happy with that. And in the back, I just went over everything. Sanded, made sure everything was nice and smooth. I burned through one little spot here, I think. I just have to touch that with a little bit of the primer. Everything else, fantastic. New spot right here. Little spot right there. All through here. This right here is what I need to fill and figure out what's going on. And right in here. So it'll get sanded. With a little bit bare metal right here. And I forgot this spot. Oopsies. I have to re-prime this. Here on the marker I did burn through, so can't forget that. Trying to figure out what to do here on this fender to bumper. It's kind of funky. So I'm just gonna move along and do something else. Got some 80 grit here. I'm gonna scuff all this up real good so that the filler adheres to it. Same thing over here and in the front bumper as well. I see bare metal here, so I probably just missed it accidentally when I did the little layer of filler after taking all this dent out. I got this filler here. It's a USC Plus. 19,000, excuse me. Super smooth white gold filler. I've never used it before. What attracted me was the super smooth and the price, 30 bucks, not bad. I had been using Eastwood's green filler. It's all right. It's not the best filler I've used as far as the Eastwood one. I'm gonna give this one a shot, see how I like it, see how it goes. Especially with it being super smooth for this finishing stuff, I think it'll help better than the thicker green stuff. If you guys have tips for me, feel free to comment. I'll take any constructive criticism pretty damn well. Just trying to get this line here. And then I don't mind sanding down the excess. Put it on and wipe it off. The main concern was right there on the line. Wipe off this excess here. Wipe off this excess out here. Get that line made. Okay. Kind of curving the spatula with the line or with the curve of the fender rather, while keeping that fender line in mind. Will it work well? I don't know. The results will speak for themselves. So right on the line. I had to run and save the Amazon guy. His van got stuck in my neighbor's dirt. I had to pull him out. Oops. A little hard there. Stuff is nice and fine. Nice little trick before you start sanding, wipe some Prep-All on all these areas and it takes off that like glaze. Makes it a lot easier for sanding and keeps your sandpaper from gumming up. Need to fill a little more here, for sure. This line I could already see is way better. What I did was I came up just before the curve and I kept that angle from the lower body line. And that worked really well. And then same thing with the top. I went kind of at an angle to follow this upper angle here. And that worked great. So I could see that that's good. And I definitely have to fill in just a bit more on these little low areas. I went through the primer there. The primer sealer says it's good for 120 grit scratches, so I'm not worried about not filling in these areas that are hit with 120. Shouldn't be an issue. Lots more sanding, a little more filling, I'm happy with the results so far. I think we're ready for primer. So I ended up doing more filler, and I had a compass. And I went along, made a body line here with a pencil, with this fancy little tool right here. So I just went along, made the line, and then I followed it. This color, the tan here, is a putty. This stuff right here is excellent. I've had this for a while. It hardens quick. Not quick, but after about 10 minutes, I did use a heat gun on it to make it faster. And it sands very easy. If you try using that Bondo brand stuff, the red spot putty filler, it's disgusting. It takes forever to dry. It gums up your sandpaper. I don't like it. This stuff is real good. So I filled in some pinholes there. Got this body line real nice. I used my flashlight to see on the side. We're very happy with that. You can see the shadow. I like it. Over here, I did a little more filling. Got the bumper also ready. Sanded. I put some filler and sanded until I just started to see that high spot. It is nice and smooth. Over here, I built up a little bit because it was slightly in. And then look at that gap. Real nice. I put pressure here, and that brought that fender fold down to give me a little bit of a gap. And then up in here, I put a washer between the fender and bumper, and I bolted them together, and that looks so much better. Real happy with that. Real nice. Ready for primer.
My gun ready. I used less reducer this time. We'll see how it sprays. I already tested the pattern on a piece of cardboard, and everything's wiped down, so I'm just gonna blow it. I used the prep all again, of course. I'm gonna leave that, and then I'll come back. Okay, I like the body line, looks great. I'm gonna hit this part that I forgot the other day. Yesterday? The other day? I don't remember.
Yeah, baby. Gonna do one more coat. Looking good. Very nice. Very good. Yeah, baby. Got some big changes going on, so there's gonna be a delay in the video, but progress is progress. So I got it in the paint booth now. Finally got my door put on, and we got our extractor fan. It's looking good. Got all our parts set up. Got my buddy Juan here, he's gonna help me out today. Right now, what we're gonna do is do the rock guard texture on the fender and on the rockers and rear fender to match the OE finish. But let me just show you around. So I got the bumper set up. Got to do just a little more scuffing. Rear bumper's ready. Got my lighting. So pretty much good to go. And then we're going to disassemble the door so we could paint both sides. I'm going to figure out how to hang that. Yeah, looking real good. I'm going to be kind of jumping around because there's a lot to do. I don't want to make the video too long. So if I have any tips, I'll make sure to include it. If you have any tips, make sure to comment and let me know. So we're just gonna put it right there. I could see on the rear fender the factory line. And I'm just gonna come over here all the way across. I'll lift that up and reset it. Here, looks good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Shaky, shaky. I'm gonna do a couple test sprays here on the bottom or the top, whatever. See how it sprays. Oh, wow. There we go. Good thing I tested it first. Okay, So it says here to do short, even strokes. So probably like something like that. That looks pretty good. It's gonna need an hour to dry before we could paint it. So I'm doing this first. We can disassemble the door while this is drying. I'm gonna go pretty heavy. So I want that to be a nice line here like it was from factory. Gonna do the fender as well. It's looking real good. Gonna hit the door with 320 on the DA with the interface pad. Got it all put up. It's pretty solid. Hitting all the edges with the red Scotch-Brite. Want some good adhesion. Very important. Here we got the fender. I can walk around nice and easy. Got the door here to get both sides. Got the handle over there. This, same thing. Bumper is the same. So what I'm gonna do now is see, I can't remove this unless I do the whole glass, and I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna put a piece of poly, whatever the heck, this rope. I'm gonna see if I could slide it under here to space it out, and like that I could get good paint underneath. Same thing up here, and here I got plenty of room. There's no need to do that, but here I am gonna do it, and then this I'm just gonna pull that off. This should pull off pretty much all of it. Maybe I'm gonna leave it like that. That's okay with me. This is gonna be kind of a bitch to put back in place because of these little metal tabs. I don't even know if I could remove it all the way. Hopefully, yep, okay. All right, that's fine right there. I don't wanna get under the glass. It may come out easy, but that's fine right there. So I'm gonna use these tools here to see if I could slide this underneath. Should be able to. This will go in without messing anything up, I hope. Let's see what that does. I'm gonna puncture it to go through. Make sure I don't go through my finger. That hurts. It's not a good time. Nothing here. And then what we want is for it to go underneath and space out. Might take me a couple tries. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one right there. Cut that one short because it got stuck right there, but look at how that spaces out so that the paint and clear could go under there nice. I'm gonna do the same starting from the right side now. Yeah. Okay, that looks better. I could actually see it making a gap. Perfect. All right, we'll ride with that. That's good. And obviously don't damage the clear coat because we need that to stick. for the new paint to stick, to scuff it up, have something to adhere to. Now hopefully when we pull, somewhat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a gap. Definitely better than no gap. Got a bunch of taping done and masking. We're gonna go all the way on this side down to here, cover all this, cover the back. The hatch is gonna stay open because we need to paint the top of the bumper. So it's gotta stay open. And sorry, I haven't been recording a whole lot, kind of jumping around. We're trying to get this done. It's 2:30 right now, and we wanna paint ASAP. I don't want it to be too dark and put in clear and then the bugs come out. So we're pretty much ready. Looking good, got everything taped off, got the wheels taped off and covered. This is ready. Gonna get everything wiped down and get it shot. That came out fantastic. I like that a lot. That is like the same factory finish it had. Ready to paint. Got everything held down. All the small stuff is held down by tape. Got this all wiped down. That's just a shadow. This is all wiped down and ready. All this is ready. Good to go. Got the HTE Black Widow from Harbor Freight. This is high transfer efficiency rather than HVLP. I want to give it a shot. Supposedly it has less overspray, less waste, and a better finish. That sounds awesome. If all that is true, golden.
Go edges first. Do the bottom first. I'm gonna up the pressure a little bit. I can see it's not really atomizing yet. Okay. Okay. Forgot to cover this. We'll do the full coat and then we'll cover this up. I just noticed. My memory ran out, but this is just a first layer of paint. Still see the black marks. I just wanted to get all the gray and get a good first coat on it along the whole bottom. We did a little bit of that. The fender looks great. Real good. That's just paint right now. There's no clear coat. And this is just the first layer. Sorry I couldn't record it, but it's looking real good. I like that gun a lot. I haven't done this side, and I just did a little here and then I ran out of paint.
That's probably my only concern right now with the paint cup. I can't see exactly how much is running out. I guess once it's fully squeezed That's how you know, but it's not super accurate to tell. Woo.
Okay. Rag everything real quick and then give it another coat. Happy with the gun so far. I do like it. Spraying real nice. I imagine the clear is going to lay down excellent.
I like to teach, but I gotta know the system first before I can teach. So probably when I do Laz's truck, I'll show you guys more of this process, more of the hands-on painting process. I'm still getting used to this gun so far, loving it, it's excellent. I just took the cap off before flipping the gun upside down and that spilled some, so I had to pick it up. Things you learn as you go, and you know, you're a little distracted while you're painting. Had a little mishap here, I gotta wipe that. Luckily it's on the black, not the actual paint. It's on that rubber rock guard. This should be the last coat. At least I hope it is, because that's the last of the paint.
Trying to keep my hand as steady as possible. And just do this last coat nice and thick. Good distance, no runs, good coverage.
Got one little run right here, waiting for that to dry, and I'm gonna go in and just sand it smooth and give it a one pass. And then we have kind of a lighter spot right here I gotta run by. Here, just a tad. This isn't too important, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just give it a little pass. Everything else is looking great. Real good. It is sunflower yellow. This is before clear coat. This is like the third coat, we'll call it, because the first coat I did all the gray spots and everything that wasn't yellow. Looking real good. It's been about an hour, been going around, checking everything. There was a couple places I had to hit with the yellow. Luckily there was a little bit left in the gun. Everything went really well. Got the gun all cleaned up, loving it. Easy to clean, easy to use, really nice. The atomization is fantastic. I think if I was using an HVLP gun versus this HTE gun, I don't think that quart would have been enough for everything I did for 3 coats. I don't think so. So I'm really happy with this gun. I'm gonna do a clear coat now. This is what I'm using, KCC Universal Clear. I used it on my buddy's white Integra and it came out beautiful. It's been about 6 months and he's noticed no change. It's been holding up fantastic. 4-to-1, and I might do a little bit of reducer. Put this cap on here. I got the liner installed, of course. If not, it would have gone right out the bottom. This is a little tricky. You got to make sure you just snug it. That's it. Good.
and then you put the gun upside down so you don't spill.
Force that on. Give it a little spin. Right there. Should be good.
Gun set up to about 26-ish PSI. And a nice fan. I got a bug already. Shit. Spraying's very nice. I like it a lot. I like spraying wet. I don't like doing a dry coat. I hit the edge first, and I'm just coming around on the actual panel. Real nice. And I do the inside of the door at the same time I got the edges, and then I'll do the outside. I should refill first. Well, I'll do the inside and then I'll refill, and then I'll do the outside and the bumper, and then we'll wait and do the second coat. Gonna finish the bumper and the door now. We had one tiny run and one little bug that I pulled out. No biggie. Gonna finish this side of the door and the bumper, and then we'll do the second coat once everything tacks up real good. I already did the other side of the door and the edges, so we're just gonna go and do the whole panel. I'm spraying this on nice and wet. That looks beautiful. kind of bounced around, but it looks fine. Luckily, no run. At least not yet. Okay, bumper's done. I'm gonna get all the edges first, and then I'm gonna come in and just do like a ray. Looks real good. Woo! Uh-oh. Come on, baby. Give me just a little more. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Woo! I'm so happy right now. I'm incredibly happy. I haven't even cleaned the gun yet. This shit looks, it's unreal. I'm very happy. Harbor Freight, hats off to you. It's excellent. HTE Black Widow, go for it. Yes. All it needs is a little polish. Look at the reflection of that light there. It's excellent. Look at this. Look at me. Beautiful. If my freaking Buick comes out like this, I'd be very happy, as long as it's not yellow.
Alrighty, it's a couple days later. The car looks excellent. Everything came out really good. I'm very happy. I haven't polished anything yet. And unfortunately, that probably won't be in this video. So I can't drive this thing out of here. The computer went bad as I was reversing it into here. It actually took me forever to get it even shifted that way a little bit. I already sent it out to get repaired. I have a guy that does that. Or no, sorry, he's replacing it, but I had to send it out so that he could get the information out of the computer so he doesn't have to come and program the keys and all that. So yeah, there goes $650. Shit happens. Let me show you around. So I've been doing a bunch of stuff, putting things back together. Everything's going really nice. Got the tape all pulled. All the edges look really nice. Up here, got all the plastic pulled away. Right here, we got the door handle on with the black underneath it. Looks great. I got all the black little plugs in here. We're gonna be putting that on tonight with some 3M plastic adhesive. That's some great stuff. Do not overdo it. This is strong stuff. If you overdo it, it's gonna come out over the paint and you'll see it, it's ugly. So I'm gonna go in here, just run a nice little bead where the old 3M double face tape was. Does not need a whole lot. Okay. Looks good. I got my hands all clean and everything. We'll put this in. Down here. Just run across to hold it in place. Boom. And I'm gonna leave the edges up a little bit so it's easy to peel. There's the boy. Boom. 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 And when I polish it, I'll just put a tape mark here, or a tape line, so I don't get the polish on this or introduce the black onto the new paint. If you or someone you know works at LKQ, the picture part, stop putting this on plastics and clear coat. It is so hard to remove and leaves so much residue. Man, that's annoying. I don't know, find something a little weaker. Not so strong. Stuff is crazy. I had to use a PVC cleaner just to get it off on the panels that I had bought there. Nice. Got the little tweeter up here put back on as well. This is what they did on the previous paint job. Absolutely wild. It took me seconds to remove this. The light, I mean. This is gonna take longer than that. Got the harness out for this side and for this side. Got a little overspray. Doesn't matter there. This is what matters. And then these, a couple of the clips broke, so I'm just gonna use that same 3M glue to put it in here. That'll hold very well. On the exhaust pipe, I did remove the overspray. I used some PVC clear cleaner as well. That stuff is excellent. Got these parts all laid out. I'm gonna install that. These are gonna get glued in as well. They go on the corners. I didn't mean to do this. That's a little excessive. I could have taped around that, no problem. But this one had fallen off already. So I said, you know what? I'll just do both sides. Same process, glue the part. Put enough, but not too much. Now we're talking. Very good. Got the bottom chin on. Got the side lights, got the front grille inserts, got the front lights. This section here takes a black plastic as well, that one right there. And that'll be after we install the bumper because we have to do some screws to hold it in place. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna pop this wheel off here and do the wheel liner, and then I'll go to sleep. Don't hit the building. Nice and slow. We will finish up tomorrow. This piece is already dirty, but it goes in here, and we have one there, one back here, right here, and then the other one is down there. I think I could reach them all after putting on the fender, including that one here. From inside, yeah, I could reach that. That might be better, because that might get in the way. I don't know, we'll see. So it seems like I touch one thing, adjust one thing, and it leads me to something else. So I'm just gonna put this on also to see about this headlight, to then see about the fender, and then see about the triangle piece. And then we'll do the bumper. So this goes in from the inside. Hopefully I can grab it still. I could not install the fender with this installed. So, okay, awesome. So I had to do it like that. Oh, nice. The washer is in the way, the washer reservoir. The bolts come in from the top. I don't remember how I did that. Maybe with my little ratcheting wrench, probably. Well, actually, I should leave that loose. Damn! No, I'm gonna tighten it up because that has a slot to bring it in and out. No bracket for the bumper? Well, yes, it's supposed to have a little bracket there to hold the bumper in. And I don't have that piece. I have an idea of what happened. So 12 o'clock brain of mine last night, very late at night. I might have thought it was a piece of just scrap, no good plastic. It probably went into the fire pit. All right. that sucks, but I'm gonna keep on going. I gotta get this thing out of here. Gotta get Laz's truck in here so we can get painting. A lot of this stuff is just not worth recording. It's a lot of little tweaking and just BS. But we've got a lot done. Feel real good. Everything's lining up nice. Not easily, but it's lining up nice. Got the door panel on. Everything looks good. Shuts nice. Even the hood closes nicely. All the gaps here are nice. I'm gonna see if I can fit the bumper on there. And I'll give you guys a walk around. Maybe I'll pull it out. Well, I should pull it out. Yeah. I wish it would fire up, but the computer's bad. So we're gonna push and make some cool German inline 5 2.5 noises. Vroom vroom. Das Auto. Waffernuggen. Krankenwagen. Krankenhaus. 9. That's all the German I know. I was just editing the video and I got a notification from UPS that the computer came in. So I installed it and here we go. She's alive. So happy. Check that out. New computer's in. She's alive. I am so happy. No check engine light, no weird errors. Got us the bracket and the wheel liner. I'm gonna take off these plastic nuts here so we can put on that bracket. And then when I do the oil change, I'm also gonna slap some pads on this thing. So when I have the wheel off, I'll do the liner. I'm not gonna show that. You guys get the idea. But this is important. I wanna finish this. I want you guys to see it all clipped up with that front bracket on as well. Or not the bracket, that front black cover. Just have a complete look. A lot of little things to align. Gotta keep track of. If you miss one, it'll have a little bulge somewhere else. There she is. Boom, and we got that one screw there. No need to over tighten stuff that goes into plastic. Just seat it, make sure it's tight, but not over tight. You don't want to strip that. Got the center caps on the wheels, and I brought this thing out to the sun after taking it for a little drive. Runs great, no check engine light, no error except for the airbag. As soon as I get those seatbelt thingies replaced, which I have them, no errors, everything's gonna be good. Look at this beauty. Super nice. I'll put a quick before video so you guys can see the difference and a couple pictures. I haven't even polished it yet or washed it. Looking great. Thank you guys for watching. Big thank you again. I appreciate you taking the time and watching my videos. Please share. If you know anybody that would like this kind of content, share it with your friends, family, whoever. Again, comment. I'll respond to any comment you guys put, and I enjoy doing that, so thank you. Any tips, comments, suggestions, let me know. If you like bodywork videos, let me know, because I got a lot of bodywork stuff to do and a lot of friends and family that need bodywork stuff done, and clients as well. Got to knock out a couple things here. I have this all taken apart. Got to do the same on the driver's side to replace the, I don't know the name of this, the explosion things for the seat belts. And this car will be ready. Again, thank you guys for watching. Next video is going to be on Laz's truck. We're going to be painting it electric blue. That'll be in about 2 weeks, so please stick around and enjoy.